exercise number 31, a Mozart melody. This is exactly like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, only they titled it a little bit differently. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star was written by Mozart, who is a famous, super duper famous composer. So if you haven't already written the notes in for this exercise, I would like you to pause the video and then write in the notes for the exercise. Remember that this line below the staff is C, the space below the staff is D, and then we have our every great banana dabs forever for the lines, and then space equals face, so F-A-C-E for the spaces. So again, if you haven't written in the notes, go ahead and pause this video, write in the notes, and then you may play the video again. All right, now that you have the notes written in, let's talk about it real quick. So we're mainly using the notes C, D, E, F, G, and A. Remember that C is 1, 2, 3 with your thumb on the back. D is 1, 2 with the thumb on the back. E is 1 and thumb, which looks kind of like a crab pincher, right? We're in Maryland, so we love crabs. And then F is just your thumb, nothing on the front. G is open. But you want to, for G, you do not want your hand to go all the way over here, right? You want to keep resting on the clarinet, just don't press down any buttons. And then A is this little key up here, no thumb, okay? So there's no thumb on the back, and then A is just that little key right above the one that we use for E, okay? So real quick, I want to hear C to G. So C, again, is 1, 2, 3 with the thumb on the back, and then G is open. No fingers down, but the fingers are still close to the clarinet. So play C. Now play G. Play C. Play G. If you find yourself squeaking, one of two things are happening. Well, first you want to check your reed. Is your reed aligned the way that it's supposed to be with the back of the clarinet mouthpiece? Make sure that your ligature is in the middle of the mouthpiece, okay? It's not all the way up here, not all the way down here, but in the middle. So you want to make sure if your reed's right. Second, make sure that your lips, your bottom lip is over your teeth, okay? I don't want you to look or feel like you're doing it super awkwardly. It should feel natural. And then your top teeth may rest on the top of the mouthpiece, okay? The other thing is you need to make sure you're covering all of the holes completely when you are asked to use fingerings that cover the holes. So for example, C, you're supposed to be 1, 2, 3. If your fingers are not covering the holes completely, that will make you squeak. So you want to check your mouth. Okay, again, your bottom teeth should not be touching the reed at all. That's very, very bad, right? And then you also want to make sure that your fingers are covering the hole completely. So let's play C one more time. Ready? Go. And play G. All right, and I did a bad thing because I moved my hand, but then you saw me move it back, okay? So even when your fingers are not on the clarinet, they're still really close by so that when they are on the clarinet, it's easier for you to get there, right? All right, now I would like for you to play A. Remember that A, like I said before, is this little key up here, okay? This little key up here, no thumb on the back of your clarinet. Let's play A. Play A again. Now play G. Play A. Play G. Now we are going to play the first two measures of number 31, a Mozart melody. And you will recognize it very, very well. All right? So it's going to go C, C, G, G, A, G. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. What does that little apostrophe after the G in the second measure mean? That's right, it's a breath mark, so that means right after the G in the second measure, you must take a breath, okay? The whole point of that breath mark is something called phrasing, okay? So the song doesn't put a breath mark anywhere before the first one, and that means I want you to try not to breathe until it tells you to breathe with the breath mark. Phrasing makes the song sound better, okay? So if I were to sing, twinkle, twinkle, little star, it wouldn't sound good if I was breathing all the time, right? In between the notes. But if I sing, twinkle, twinkle, little star, and then I take a breath, that sounds so much better. And it's the same way if you're playing an instrument. It sounds really good when you play the breath or you take breaths when the song tells you to, okay? Again, that's something called phrasing. Let's play it one more time, and then I'd like to hear you take a big deep breath after the G in the second measure. 1, 2, beginning, 2, ready, go. If you took that breath, awesome job. Let's move on. Now you're going to play F, E, D, C. Those are the next notes that we'll have to play. So play F, E, D, C. Awesome. So you're literally just going right down the clarinet. F is the back thumb, E are the pinchers, 1 and thumb, D is 1, 2 and thumb, and C is 1, 2, 3 and thumb. So now I would like for you to play the measures 3 and 4, and again you're going to take a breath after the C in measure 4 because the breath mark tells you to. All right, so measures 3 and 4, 1, 2, ready, go. One more time. If you took that breath, awesome. If you didn't, let's try harder to do it the next time. One more time, measures 3 and 4. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, the next two measures we have G, G, F, F, E, E, D. We've already reviewed those notes, so let's just go ahead and play measures 5 and 6, taking that breath mark or taking that breath after measure 6. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, I messed up, sorry. I meant to play G first. Miss Moody is a dummy. All right, let's try that one more time. I'll play the right notes this time. So it goes G, G, F, F, E, E, D. My bad, sorry. 1, 2, ready, go. And then what do you notice about the next two measures on the second line? That's right, they're exactly the same as measures 5 and 6. So 5, 6, 7, and 8 are exactly alike, okay? So we have the two measures, and then we have the two measures that repeat from before. So let's play all the way from the beginning to measure, I believe it's 7 and 8, after 8, okay, with that breath mark. So let's play from the beginning all the way to the second measure of the second line, okay? 1, 2, beginning, and go. And I hope you took the breaths when you were supposed to take the breaths, when it told you, okay? What do you notice about the last 4 measures of the song? I'll give you a second to look at the last 4 measures and then look up at the top line to see if you can see what I'm talking about. All right, if you looked at those last 4 measures and you looked at the first 4 measures of the song, you would notice that they are exactly the same, okay? So we are going to play through the whole exercise 2 times, all right? Number 31, a Mozart melody, which is just Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. We're going to play it 2 times, but I'll tell you when to start the second time, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. Real quick, I want you to think about two things that you can do Think about two things that you can do better for the second time we play it. Maybe it's taking those breaths as they say it. Maybe it's playing a certain note, or maybe it's covering your holes all the way when you're playing notes that require you to cover the holes, which is pretty much all of them except for G and A, right? So, 3 things, 2 or 3, that you can do better. I want you to think about it real quick. And then let's try to do that for the second time through, all right? Let's play it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. And then we're done.